If I say this now, whole lot of people will go against me, but what's the problem? At least they can't speak now, you know. That's the end of the virus. I've been saying this. People said, oh, it's not that simplistic, but now it comes from a major institution like National Institute of Health. If for 14 days, if we simply Namaskaram. Namaskaram to everyone. Wonderful to have all of you here. Hello. Well, for those of you who are not here physically, probably for the first time in many months, over 1,000 people here spread out in the garden, maintaining social distance, masked up. I don't know, they've come dressed up for the Halloween or for the virus. Children are no more scared of those creatures of Halloween because they also come masked. It's quite a transformation. People wore masks to rob banks, or people wore masks to scare other people. Now people wearing masks to save their own lives. It's a transformation. Well, unfortunately, United States, nearly 50% of the counties across the country are going through an upsurge of infections. It's also a second wave of infections happening in many European countries. France, Germany, UK, all gone into a month-long lockdown once again, full lockdown, total lockdown. No moving out of the homes, no visitors, complete lockdown except for emergencies. This means after nearly 7 months, it's once again on a rampage. India has dropped 30% in a week, and recovery rate in India is over 90%. Tamil Nadu has done very well in the last few weeks. Well, this indicates many things in terms of administrative management of how to manage this virus. I don't want to go into that detail, but the National Institute of Health in United States says their research says that it is not just only when you sneeze, well, all of you know this, but you know, it has to come as research findings, that even when you speak, aerosols are moving, it's okay, just don't bother, it's all right. It's okay. It's all right. You try to move that here? No, it's all right. So, even when you speak, especially if you speak harsh words, it'll go further. If you speak… if you're whispering sweet nothings, it'll be right here. But speaking is spreading virus in a big way. One of the conclusions that this study is drawing is, if for 14 days the entire world or humanity doesn't speak, let the birds tweet, it is possible virus could be gone. I've been saying this from the beginning because we are the carriers. If for 14 days, if we simply sit in one place, meditating, mouth shut, maintaining distance from everybody else, that's the end of the virus. I've been saying this. People said, oh, it's not that simplistic, but now it comes from a major institution like National Institute of Health. It must be true now. Well, see, they're not only one important part of spiritual pursuit traditionally in India is called ekant. That means you be by yourself, you be alone. You're not in the company of people. Another is nishabd, that means you be silent. Well, this virus looks like it's bringing a spiritual moment for humanity. We've been asking people to, silence, how difficult it is. People come here with great aspirations, spiritual aspirations. And I just say, okay, 1 week, be in silence. After 2 days, no, Sadhguru, please give me something else. I didn't give you any hard work. I didn't ask you to deliver speeches. Just shut up and sit down. No. Because I want you to understand, this is what spirituality means. What it means is that from being a surface kind of life, you become a more profound life. Being a more profound life means, on one level, as creation made this is a complete life. If you look at yourself as a psychological case, which is what unfortunately a whole lot of people have turned out to be, now it's an incomplete life. If you look at yourself as life itself, if you experience yourself as life, this is a complete life. For sustenance, it has to depend on a few things around like every other creature. But otherwise, in every other way, this is a complete life. Well, if I say this now, whole lot of people will go against me, but what's the problem? At least they can't speak now, It's okay. Because these desperate people spreading teachings in the world, love is the core of the universe. One of the teachings going around. Of course, you have heard God is love. I'm just telling you, do not send human emotions to the core of the universe. First thing is, there is no core. There's no central point in the universe where it's a core and love is emanating from that. How desperate and terrible human being you should be, that you should look so far for a little bit of love in your life. At least if you looked at the neighborhood, I can understand. So, these kind of teachings have made human beings feel that they're incomplete. What is that? What is this? Okay. Already God Himself has chosen a soulmate for you because your soul is incomplete. And you met the soulmate and you also got married in heaven. Marriages were made in heaven, still made or no? I think that was before 2000. No, if you divorce before 2000, I think it's before 20th century. 19th century, I think, marriages were made in heaven and you had a soulmate. Body needs a mate, understandable. If you go down under to Australia, all the time they address you as a mate. Hey mate, I'm like, howdy mate. Am I sounding correct? Howdy mate. So, body needs a mate, understandable. Psychologically, if you're a psychological case, when I say a psychological case, maybe you have never been to your psychiatrist, maybe such a need has not come, maybe your family is managing you, on the couch I mean or maybe your office people are bearing with you. But a psychological case means you have become a bundle of thoughts, emotions, ideas, opinions and prejudices. You have not tasted the being. This being is precious because it is for the sake of this being, this body happened, this brain happened, this intelligence happened. Everything else, all the other arrangements we make is for this life. Accessories, many. Now so many accessories, now you don't know what's the real thing. It's like I was talking to the largest car manufacturer in the world, the person who created this whole thing. And I was telling him, he's a huge enthusiast of automobiles and airplanes. So we, like he's over 75 years of age, but we were talking and and I said, see, for someone like you who's so involved with the internal combustion engine and the automobile and the mechanics of what it is, how it performs, all this is great passion for him. But I said, I saw your advertisements in the newspaper for your cars and it talks about the leather trimmings and the stereo and all the accessories. The entire advertisement is about the paint work, about the leather, about this, about that. I see that happening in United States also. Because most people are buying the car only for its paint work, for its leather, for its whatever other nonsense, not for the machine, the heart of it. Maybe a small percentage of people are looking at this. Because when I talk to people, I ask them, what are you driving? I say, what engine? I don't know what. I never opened and saw. I got leather. Real leather, not artificial leather. Oh, If you wanted real leather, you should have been on a horseback. It would be rubbing against you all the time, you know. So life has become like this on all levels. It's not about this life, it is about accessories. So when your life becomes too much about accessories, not about the real thing, then there are lots of problems. Because there is no end to how many accessories you can fix to your automobile or to yourself.